things that I knew from very young is that I didn't want to let her down. I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
want to just be an ordinary person that's gonna go get a regular 9 to 5, retire at 65, enjoy the rest of my 6 years, and then I'm out of this earth. Where I was introduced to the next level of entrepreneurship, which is the reading part,
Mm.
mindset, right? Okay,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
I know what I don't want, but now how can I shape my mind? How can I shape my mind properly into what I do want? And
Yes,
that's when
sir.
I read that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. When I read that book,
Crypto, crypto, crypto. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat money no more. Pay me in crypto, 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 crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat.
You know how I gotta go, ladies and gentlemen. I always want to begin it with some fire to wake you up. A great day, another opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. I had to begin that with. Look, I hope everyone is doing well. You should be super excited today. The number one thing you should be super excited about is that you got a chance to be alive. I mean, you should be excited that you got life. The number one gift, everything you've been asking for, you got it. So great day, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my gosh, when I say we got a blessing today, I mean, we be getting blessings, but we got a blessing today. And look, you can't see when you want something, you got to go for it. You know what I mean? And I've been plugged into this gentleman. I've been plugged into brother Rojas. Look, Mr. Unemployable. I love that name. I want to talk about the history of that name and where it all got started. But brother, Mr. Unemployable. Look, crypto pioneer. Who are your teachers? Like Robert Kiyosaki says, real teachers. Brother, can you hear me loud and clear?
I hear you loud and clear, man.
Oh my gosh, man. Welcome to a Rich Education podcast, man. How are you feeling today?
Man, I am doing great. I appreciate you having me on, man. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. I'm doing great, man. Every day above ground is a blessing. Most people take that for granted, so it's just another opportunity, man. That's what it is.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I want to begin with this, man, because when you shared your story with me, and I got some surprises for you today, because you've done and added so much value, not just to the thousands of people around the world, but to myself. And I'm going to surprise you with something. But I want to begin with the womb, because you came from such a powerful woman who's been an esthetician for 30 plus years. And then with that, because a child is the product of the environment, your entrepreneurial journey started at 15 selling magazines. How did those early experiences shape your mindset and set the foundation for your financial ventures?
Yeah, man. So that's a good one to think back as to how it started. My mom has been a esthetician for as long as I can remember, right? Since she was a little girl.
Yes,
That's
sir.
always been her dream. And she's someone that I looked up to because she actually found the passion at a very young age. I'm talking about before 10 years old.
Wow.
She used to have the dolls, and she would mash up leaves in a little cup and then put the leaf cream on like the mask, the faces of the dolls. And that's what she chased. That's what she followed. She's been doing it for over 30 years. And, as an entrepreneur, watching her, I watched the struggles and I watched the accolades, the milestones being hit. So one of the things that I knew from very young is that I didn't want to let her down. I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
want to just be an ordinary person that's gonna go get a regular 9 to 5, retire at 65, enjoy the rest of my 6 years, and then I'm out of this earth.
Wow.
But at 15, it was that's kind of what propelled me. I was in middle school, and I'm from New York City, so everything
Yes.
there is buses, trains, and I would jump on, go to school, and I realized that I would see the same people every day at the same exact time, 6 in the morning, same people. And if I'm seeing you every day, I'm gonna at least say hello. I'm seeing you for the next 30 years, 20 years. But
Right. Yes, sir.
everybody looked miserable.
Mm. Do
And I'm
you
talking about
recognize that?
And I'm talking about all ages. They could be older, they could be younger, but they didn't. You could tell that they did not want to be there. And from
Yes,
that
sir.
moment, I had an epiphany. I said, I don't want me to be that person. Furthermore, I don't want to have to tell my kids that they have to do that and put them on a bus to go somewhere they don't want to go.
Wow.
So
Yes, sir.
that to me was like, I gotta figure it out. I gotta start doing something. So the magazine thing was one of my first gigs. And
Yes, sir.
I was surprised at how it worked because the magazines were free to me. There was no overhead charge. The magazines
Mm.
were attainable in these little containers in the street. So I would take them out, go to a parade, a festival, and I would start selling them $1 each. And I would sell out.
Wow.
I would
Yes.
sell out. And I started doing it on my cousin. We made, maybe $50, $60, whatever. But for 15 at that
That's what's
time,
up.
it was good money.
Absolutely, brother. What a great journey, man. I mean, because a child is the product of their environment. And for you to recognize the struggle of people, and I mean, such a busy city like New York, and see the hustle and bustle going on, that's powerful, man. So once again, that's why I had to bring that up and start with the amazing woman. When we celebrate birthdays, like, okay, we celebrate MrUnemployable's birthday. No, let's celebrate the birthday of the mother, because this is the one who gave birth to this leader that I'm talking to today. And I mean, it's just been an amazing journey for you to share that, man. Look, you've been involved in network marketing, trading, and cryptocurrency. Let me stop there for a second to add to this. Brother, I've been connected to you for years. If we talk about back in the epic days, I was in your courses, seeing the amazing things you were doing. Flash forwarding, because your journey has been amazing. I got into one of your groups, and I'm still plugged in the blessings that you're sharing. You were always dropping some crypto plugs. I was like, brother, how has this man mastered this space here? So you dropped a plug on a coin called FIG, Feed Every Gorilla. I spent $150, bro. 700 million coins, 15K. I'm like, bro, I want to go find this dude and just shake his hand, brother. So you brought me to that spot. I mean, I said, this guy's just this brother's a blessing. So in that space, man, can you share the principles that drove your teaching philosophy, and what impact do you hope to make through the academy?
That's a really good question. So I've, a funny thing is I've never saw myself teaching.
Yes, sir.
I've never saw myself teaching. I mean, I was in customer service for a long time. I used to sell. I was in sales. That was my big thing before I became officially an employed entrepreneur. And one of the things that I did not want to deal with again was customers. You know how customers get. Sometimes, you got to deal with all kinds of people. But
yes, sir.
As I got into this skill set and I started learning how to trade and invest in my money, it's inevitable to not want to share that information. It's human nature, right? It's human nature. Look at stores like Costco and BJ's and companies like Lamborghini. They don't have one single commercial, but they have such a good product and such a good network and such a good system that it's inevitable for people not to talk and tell their friends, "Oh, you should try Costco. You should try BJ's. You should see into a Lamborghini." That's the access that you have once you have a Lambo to those people is unique. So people share that information. And,
yes, sir.
Lamborghini Marketing once said that we do not advertise on TV because our customer base are not watching television. And it's true, right? So I said, this is such a good thing that it's inevitable for me to just keep this to myself. All right, this has to be shared. I want to see other people succeed. And
yes,
back to when I started my first network marketing company was in 2012. It had nothing related to trading. It was travel. Okay, it was a travel company. It was called World Ventures. Then from that,
yes, sir.
World Ventures was around. We were there for a while, and that's kind of like where I was introduced to the next level of entrepreneurship, which is the reading part, mindset. Right. Okay,
yes,
cool.
Sir.
I know what I don't want, but now how can I shape my mind? How can I shape my mind properly into what I do want? And it was when I read that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. When I read that book by Robert Kiyosaki, it was over. It was a wrap. I saw myself as Robert Kiyosaki, right?
Go, yes, sir.
And I saw myself speaking to my older self as the rich dad. That's what I saw the whole time I was reading that book. Then I started reading the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. I started reading Think and Grow Rich, regular books to everybody. And I was not a reader. I hated reading, but I
Yes, sir.
became addicted to the lessons that was being implanted upon me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Come fast forward to 2016 was when I was introduced to cryptocurrency. My first crypto that I purchased was Litecoin back in November of 2016.
Yes, sir.
When I saw crypto, when I saw an asset that I invest in now giving me more money that I put into it, that to me was a light bulb, man. That to me was a light bulb. And then I got into Bitcoin, I got into Ripple, I got into all these great coins, way below the price that they were today, way below the all-time highs. Then in 2017, I was introduced to trading. Okay. Then that's when I went into the next network marketing company, which was IML at that time.
Yes, sir.
I was there for a little bit, got some, didn't get the mentorship in trading that I wanted to, but I did get the mentorship in, developing a team and all that stuff. But I was more focused in the trading because I said this, listen, the company can shut down tomorrow. We've seen it many times. Companies come and go, especially in network marketing.
Right.
Okay? With Epic. But the skill set, think about all the people in Epic when Epic shut down.
Facts,
all
brother.
that skill set that myself and the other educators poured onto the students, that's all yours now. That's all yours. You don't got to pay me residual to have that. That's yours now, which means that you can go start your own thing. You can go practice what you learn. You can build on what you have, and you can help the next person. That's what I've always said. I'm like, help me help others. All right, help me help others, because I can only reach so many.
That's right, brother.
That one. That's what I started doing heavy research into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, the future of money, the future of where we're going, and understanding monetary policies and trading indices. That to me was just a mind blown. So all I do, I don't consider myself an expert, a master in any way. I'm just someone that's consistent. Right. I'm someone that's consistent, and I just hope that, that the academy that we currently have right now continues to be a pioneer to what we want to accomplish.
Absolutely, brother.
Because the main goal here is not just trading. Trading is cool, it's fun, but it's true entrepreneurship. That's my passion.
Absolutely.
My passion is true entrepreneurship, true freedom, because I can only help a certain amount of people through one avenue via trading. Then I can do other things with this one, then start something else. And it's just being all around, right? Like you may know Zuckerberg and as the Facebook founder, and you may know Bill Gates as Microsoft and Elon Musk as Tesla, but I promise you they invest in real estate. I promise you they put their money somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's what they do. So that's what we need to, that's what we here at the Academy want to teach, pass on, learn more about just trading.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, Mr. Unemployable. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching this from, please comment. You're on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe. And as you are hearing this great gentleman, this master, I mean, I got to give it to him because I've been plugged into him. I'm in his class. You know what I mean? He gives so much great value on a weekly basis. His information is below. So make sure when you finish watching this complete podcast that you get in touch with him. Join the Academy because I'm letting you know there's value that's of abundance. Your ventures extended, though, Mr. Unemployable, beyond the digital realm to owning Moves car rental and being involved in the Airbnb sector. How do you identify market needs? And what strategies do you employ to succeed in different regions and industries?
Yep. So that was the next step, right? It was becoming a true business owner, right? Because that's something that I've always, now I'm following the path of what my mother is doing. She has her business. She's doing a brick and mortar, right? So I kept everything digital. I'm still doing everything online.
Yes, sir.
But I can provide a business in real life, in the real world. Right. So back when I started my first trading school back in 2018, it was called Moves Unlimited, right? MOVZ and then abbreviate the Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
And somebody asked me, what does that name mean? What does it mean, Moves Unlimited? I said, well, if I had to give entrepreneurship a different name and a 2-word description, it would be unlimited movement, because you don't ever stop. You always continue and grow and expand. So I said,
Wow.
Moves Unlimited, put them together. And everything since then, through every business venture that I'm involved in, starts with that name Moves, right? Whether it's, you see it right here, Moves Car Rental. We've been doing this for 2 years. Very
Wow,
highly successful here
congratulations on that, brother.
Florida. I have Moves Vacation Homes. That's my Airbnb business.
Yes, sir.
Have what's the other one? Oh, the Moves Travel. That's the company that I partner up with, which is
Yes,
where
sir.
my girl does the travel agency as well. But everything around that name, because that's what I want to grow. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
I want to brand for the future, is unlimited movement, entrepreneurship, growth. Because one thing that I've learned through the many years of teaching this, or being involved, or networking with other individuals who trade,
Yes,
is
sir.
that they just stop there.
Mm.
And I don't want that. I don't want that I don't want my students to just be like, oh, I can only trade.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, I have a Telegram message from an individual that was a student of mine a long time ago. And he told me about how he is getting to the point where he doesn't want to trade anymore.
Okay.
I think it's his wife who wants him, because there's a lot of money moving in and moving out, and they don't like that uncertainty. So he wants to find other avenues to expand his knowledge and expand his income. What can
Yes,
he
sir.
do? Right? If you already have that knowledge and that entrepreneurial mindset, then you don't have any fear to start a new business. And
Absolutely.
give it your all and take out loans under your name and all. That's the fun part of it. That's the fun part.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
First 2 years of business, where you have to really go all in. That's the fun part.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that's where we want to expand the name all across the globe. Just like we did when we were teaching cryptocurrency, finance, investing.
Right. Wow, brother. What an amazing story. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 16, Crypto Pioneer, my brother, Mr. Unemployable, his story. But look, as you see, and we're going to talk about this in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, all his eggs aren't in one basket. With all due respect, majority of people have all their eggs in one basket and they don't own the basket. So we want to talk about venturing out, but you need it, because you heard him talk about Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've met several people that have read the book, but what did you do with the knowledge? Knowledge is power only when you put it into action. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, episode 16, Crypto Pioneer and more, the story of my great brother, Mr. Unemployable. We're going to take a quick, short infomercial break, and we'll be right back with episode 16, our great brother, Mr. Unemployable. We'll be right back. Here at A Rich Education, we understand the importance of financial literacy. And with the 14,000 hours of education given to us by the system, there was zero financial knowledge. And also sitting at the dinner table with our parents, they didn't teach us much about money. So with that being said, here at A Rich Education, we want to give you what's valuable for the current economy. And in uncertain times, call for smart financial moves. With high inflation, recession fears, and economic crisis looming, it's more important than ever to protect your hard-earned money. The way? Physical gold and physical silver. Gold has served as a trusted store of value for thousands of years. When other assets decline, gold holds its ground. Just look to history. During economic collapse, political unrest, natural disasters, those who own gold and silver were able to preserve their wealth. Today's global economy is on shaky ground. Out of control government spending, a troubled banking system, the threat of a new recession. Your savings and investments, your retirement face huge risk. But physical gold and physical silver in your possession can offer stability in stormy seas. As past crises have shown, those unprepared often see their nest eggs shattered. Retirement accounts once again demolished. Financial security gone in a blink. Don't let this happen to you. You can take control and protect your future with the proven power of physical gold and physical silver, and we have the answer. Whether it's gold bullion bars, beautiful gold coins, numismatic, or innovative new digital gold options. Diversify your holdings with real physical gold and physical silver and small transaction-friendly weights. Guard against inflation, market volatility, and economic turmoil. Give your family lasting financial peace of mind. The winds of crisis are gathering, my great people. Destabilizing forces threaten your financial future. But you have the power. You have the power right now to take action. Protect your hard-earned money. Preserve your purchasing power. Provide your family's well-being. With physical gold and physical silver on your side, you can weather any storm and stay vigilant and stay protected. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to own gold today. I want to welcome everyone back to A Rich Education Podcast, episode 16. My great mentor, teacher, crypto professional. So you got a lot out there, man. See, we see a lot, but professional, Mr. Unemployable, his story, what an amazing story, brother. Welcome back. The vending machine business is a unique venture. I mean, you talked about that. In the age of high-tech entrepreneurship, what inspired you to explore this traditional yet effective model, and what lessons have you learned from it?
Oh man, I mean the vending machine business, to me, it's something that we don't really think of. I mean, we see vending machines all the time, everywhere, but nobody ever said, yo, I wonder who owns this machine. I wonder how much money this machine makes. And I got into that. Listen, to me, yeah, watch that movie Inception. Once the idea is planted, it grows like a tree. That's me. And when an idea plants in my head, I don't stop until I have all the answers that I can possibly acquire.
Yes,
and
sir.
If I can chase it, I'll chase it and I'll go after it, right? So to me, it was, vending machines. I kept seeing vending machines. This looks good. This sounds great. Okay, I did some research and I was able to find a couple of them. Some were old, some were new. But to me, the hardest part was the first vending machine that we bought. The problem was finding a location for it.
Yes, sir.
Right? Most people already have one, or they don't want one, or they think that you're going to charge them for it. A bunch of things. And, we were in the middle of starting the car rental business, so we didn't really have time. And the machines are heavy to move, extremely heavy. So we have to hire people to move them. So my first vending machine actually got put in my Airbnb.
Okay.
And people love it. People love it because guess what?
Yes, sir.
They come in, they got water, they got soda, whatever they want right there.
Right.
And we charge a low price because you already rented the house from us. So they'll run it dry. Then the other ones that I was able to find two already on location from what we call a motivated seller. He was moving and he didn't want to sell the machines individually, take them out. So he sold the whole thing as is, and I bought the whole business from him.
Wow.
Business is doing great.
Wow.
And then I met a gentleman who actually manages and takes care of my machines. He has a network of like 60 of them.
Wow.
And he's getting ready to retire. So he wants me to buy some of his locations that he has as well. He has great locations. But I've also met people that have vending machines at the airport.
Wow.
And they're swapping them out. Sometimes they refill them twice a day. That's a lot.
Wow.
Good money on that. But it's a business that doesn't need any maintenance. There is no overhead, and it's residual. And it's just a matter like if you bought a machine for like $2,000 and you pay $200 to fill it up, that's $2,200 all in. Eventually, you're going to surpass that $2,200.
Yes,
After
sir.
that, it's nothing but profit. You don't have to pay anybody. You don't have to maintain nothing.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
a little maintenance if the machines are older, but that's about it. So
Yes,
it was
sir.
a no-brainer for me to just, have that piling up. That's a bank account that I don't ever touch. It's just growing. It's like watching a crypto portfolio grow based off just vending machines.
Wow. Yes,
but
sir.
it's just exploring the avenues of what are the possibilities of making more income, which is it's what we live in today's world, man. Listen, during COVID, remember COVID 2020.
Yes,
one of the
sir.
things that I bother me the most, and I've preached about this since I was young, is I always tell people, and one day you're gonna be replaced by your job. It doesn't matter if you're in there 30 years or 30 minutes. They could replace you like that.
Yes,
right?
sir.
God forbid you die today. By two days from now, they'll have your replacement ready to go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
you gave them all your hours, all the effort. You have to wake up in the morning to get ready, brush your teeth, get your coffee, drop the kids off at school, go through traffic, and do it all back home. Not say hi to your kids because they're already sleeping. Get home tired, go to bed, and then do it again all over again. I'm like,
Yes, sir.
that's not a way to live. And the part that really hurt me was watching people realize that in 2020 when everybody was being laid off, fired, right?
Big, brother. Big.
People were forced
Happening again.
People were forced to find other avenues.
Yes, sir.
I just learned that I'm replaceable. I just learned that my job laid me off after 30 years. There goes my pension. There goes my 401k.
Facts. Wow. Big, brother.
So one of the things that I've always wanted was to give people, power over their lives. You don't. It's cool. Listen, it's cool to have a job, right?
Yeah.
The name MrUnemployable does not come from hating on jobs.
Right.
But one thing that I do have a problem with is when you think like an employee.
Yes, sir. Yes,
right?
sir.
Employees think, what? I got to get to work. What time can I eat? And can I leave work now? That's the only thing they think about. And then they're only excited for 3 things. That's called Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow.
That's it.
Here comes Monday. Wow. Yes, sir.
But as an entrepreneur, you can have a job. But guess what? 9 to 5, you go to work, go home. By 7 o'clock, you're grinding on the most important thing, you.
That's right,
7
brother.
to 10, 7 to 11, 7 to 12, whatever.
That's
and
right.
You use your job to fund your dream, your business.
Love it. Yes, sir.
But you're not thinking like an employee. You're thinking like an entrepreneur.
That's right, brother, man. What great teaching and knowledge you dropped there. And when I listen to you talk, readers are leaders. You've digested that book and more that you've read when it comes to Rich Dad Poor Dad, because the rich don't work for money. They work for assets. So you've talked about several assets that are generating cash flow. And you're just expanding. So people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're digesting this information, because this is the time, the greatest time, in my humble opinion, in history that we'll ever have a chance to take things to the next level. Use your job, like Mr. Unemployable mentioned, to fuel your future and your freedom, because that's what it's all about, man. He's talking freedom, and you got him right here to dive in with him. It's all on you. As someone deeply involved in cryptocurrency, I know we talked about it since 2016. How do you see the future of the crypto market, and what advice do you have for those looking to navigate this dynamic space?
That's a very good question. I get asked that so many times, and and I believe is the number one reason why people don't invest in crypto. And it's because they don't see what's called certainty. They want certainty, right? You ever heard of Jordan Belfort, the guy, the Wolf of Wall Street? He teaches a straight line system for sales, right? And one of the things he talks about is people look for one thing, and there's the main reason why they don't buy. They want certainty, right? So I believe people that when they hear the word Bitcoin, crypto, they want someone to tell them you should buy this, and then here's the certainty of what you're buying. Okay? Because they're not investors. They don't feel that squeeze. Okay. Now, the future of crypto is inevitable. Why? Because it's mathematics, it's blockchain, it makes sense. It's 21 million Bitcoin versus 8 billion people on Earth. You see what's happening, right? That's a big problem. It's finite, it's limited. If you can't print it, it's not like the US dollar.
Right.
You know, I mean, think about it. Over the last in 2020, between 2020 and 2021, the Federal Reserve printed more money in that year than they have in the last 40 years of this nation's history. That's insane.
Yes, sir. Big time.
Trillions of dollars. And what happens? It's automatically going to put us in an inflation. We saw inflation at 9%.
Yes, sir.
Look at what happened to Venezuela. Venezuela went through a hyperinflation.
Wow.
The country no longer uses their paper currency. Their paper currency is all over the floor, like napkins, trash.
Wow.
It has no true value to it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Countries like El Salvador know the power of cryptocurrency, have heavily invested in cryptocurrency. Their portfolios are drastically up. And as a matter of fact, they partner up with the crypto wallet that works down in South America, that when every Salvadorian citizen opened the wallet, through that link, through their network, they were automatically given $10 in Bitcoin, which is a lot of money for them. That's a big currency exchange.
Yes,
They're
sir.
using volcano energy to mine Bitcoin, to acquire more Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
This year, 2024, we have the Bitcoin halving, which means, in simple terms, it's going to be harder to acquire Bitcoin after May of this year, which will by default increase the price of Bitcoin. Now, my biggest lesson to everyone listening that wants to invest in crypto, that is in crypto, is to not make the same mistake I made. Okay?
Teach on that. Yes, sir.
That mistake cost me millions of dollars. I made a lot of money trading, and my main thing was I don't need all that money. I'm gonna go put it into crypto, and that's when we got into SafeMoon, FEG, Hoj, all these coins that made us a lot of money. And we bought Doge during the whole GameStop move. We bought Doge. I bought GameStop stock, right? But all those coins, all that money that I had, I put into an exchange. And the reason why I had it there was because they were paying interest. And they were paying an interest that you don't normally see. 8%, 16%, divided into an APR over 12 months, which was a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you don't see that. But nobody ever said, where do they get the money to do that from? Where are they getting the money to pay out such high interest rates? So what I did, I would trade. If my balance got too high, I will withdraw, put into Voyager, let the wallet accumulate more interest, more money. Then what happens? That exchange shuts down.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I was not a custodian of my crypto. So all that money gone, disappeared. Yes, no, you can't withdraw it. You can't call customer service. There's no customer service.
Right.
And then they got to pay the big banks first, the ones that put the big investments, and they pay you last, the depositors. And it was over $5 million, fam.
Wow.
That was just gone. So that's where I learned the crypto egg basket. Even though I had different eggs, different investments, different baskets, I stored them in the same farm.
Yes, sir.
Understand? So now what you need to do is this. If you get into crypto, acquire a hard wallet, cold storage crypto.
That's right.
Have your keys, not your crypto. Okay? And then just watch it grow, accumulate, right?
That's right.
Dollar cost average. Buy it every week, buy it every month. Accumulate, because what happens with crypto is this is not the dollar amount, but it's the quantity that you own.
That's right.
That's what it is. So accumulate as much crypto as you can. Don't worry about the dollar value. Just accumulate as much as you can. And don't think of it as an investment of I'm buying crypto today to buy Christmas gifts for December. No. You're buying crypto today.
Yes, sir.
So that 10 years from now, your kids will be like, whoa, good job, daddy.
Good teacher, brother. You drop so much science here because we can't ignore things, Mr. Unemployable, that happens abroad. Venezuela's serious situation at that time had become one of the highest crime countries in the world. When the Bolivar, which I have shared to people so much, and I understand, man, because see, what I'm learning about you, brother, with this amazing airing is that you've read so much, you've studied so much, and then you've learned from failure so much. You just explaining what happened with this situation with cryptocurrency and, when the exchanges and all these different, I think it was over 60 exchanges that had actually shut down and people lost a lot. But you learned from this and it's made you just an more amazing person because you learned from your mistakes, but now you pass that on to the next person. Where most people in today's time have all their eggs in one basket, and that one basket is called Wall Street. Wall Street's not a bad place, but if you're not the professional investor, if you're the passive investor, you're in deep trouble, especially in today's time. Ladies and gentlemen, so much science that we're getting today. And look, this gentleman can guide you through it. You just got to plug in with him. His information is going to be down below. Don't be shy. Click on it. It's not going to bite you. If anything, it's going to expand your means like Mr. Robert Kiyosaki teaches us, right? Right, brother? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to take a quick infomercial break, and we're going to be right back with business of the 21st century, a professional in that space, like my mentor. And I think Mr. Unemployable's mentor from afar too, like Robert Kiyosaki said, we got to stop being taught and taken in from fake teachers. We want real teachers, and we have him here today in episode 16, crypto pioneer, entrepreneur, Mr. Unemployable, his story. We'll be right back. I want to welcome everyone back to a Rich Education podcast with my mentor, great brother, Mr. Unemployable. Brother, what amazing information we're dropping off. This is no fake news right here. We're getting it all real. See, ladies and gentlemen, like when I'm always ending the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, you are the information you receive, and you also are the information that you rejected. So we're no longer in the Brady Bunch time. We're in a new economy that started in 1971. So we're here today with entrepreneurs of this time that's leading people. See, the boat, the ark is built. We got a gentleman who's built the ark with us this evening, this morning, this afternoon. I don't know where you are saying this information, but ladies and gentlemen, it's all on you to bring it. Brother, Mr. Unemployable, your story is one of adaptability and innovation. How do you stay ahead of evolving market trends? And what qualities do you believe are essential for entrepreneurs in today's fast-paced business landscape?
It's a very good question. How do you stay ahead? You just got to stay consistent. That's one of my, I'm a big believer in consistency. If you stay consistent, you're always going to be ahead. You're always going to be ahead, right? It's like, think about people that go to the gym, right? You go to the gym, you go for 7 days, you feel great. Your first 3 days suck because you're sore, but by day 7, you're fine. But if you stop just 2 days and you go back on day 3, it's going to feel like day 1 all over again.
Facts, yes, sir.
Consistency, right? It's consistency. Like, so for me, it's just always staying up with trends, right? I know my field. I know what I like. I know what I teach. I know what my expertise are. So I'm going to surround myself with that. I'm going to network with people that are like-minded. I'm going to network with.
That's so important. Yes, sir. So important.
I trade indices. So it makes sense for me to network with real estate agents, real estate investors, car dealerships, financial managers, because all of that affects the market. All of that, right? Homes, right? Homes go up and down in value. They sell, they don't sell. They're spending home sales, right? We have a seller's market, a buyer's market. That affects the economy. Right? Look what happened to the car market right now. I know this. I buy cars a lot every year. And I'm saying this is the inconsistency. And we're entering a bear market for the cars right now. I'm seeing cars go way under MSRP that people paid hundreds of thousands of dollars that are not even worth 50% of what they paid. Heavily underwater. So how do I know that? Because I study that. I stay up to date with that. And I also, you got to put yourself out there. You have to explore and go find the answers. A lot of entrepreneurs want the answers to come to them, but you have to go find it. You have to stay motivated. You have to, a lot of entrepreneurs don't want the pressure. They fold like origami when they feel that pressure. They need to stay hungry. How do you stay hungry in today's economy? I mean, what's happening around you should motivate you enough to want to do better.
Wow.
Right? The country we live in today is not the same one it was 10 years ago.
Not at all.
It's not. Yes, sir. Right? It's looking more like a civil war rather than a United Nation.
That's
so
right,
you
brother.
need to prepare yourself financially, mentally, because things can happen. Right? Look what happened in 2008. Look what happened in 2020. Things change.
Good teaching. Can I pause you? Can I pause you for 1 second, bro? I'm sorry to interrupt. I wanted to ask you, because someone may have paid attention to that word you say, I trade indices. Can you go into US 30? Can you go into, I mean, continue what you were bringing to us, but someone, what is indices? Because this is where we have US 30. This is where we have the top 100 companies in NOS. Can you go a little bit into that so the listeners can understand that?
Yeah, absolutely. So indices are markets that you see the news talk about, right? The S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, the Dow Jones, the 30 companies, 100 companies, 500 companies. These are companies that, have large amount of income, and their earnings calls, right? Their reports, what they do, how they conduct business affects the market as a whole. So that's what I trade. And I like to trade those markets for one main reason. It's extremely volatile. And
Yes,
volatility is money. But when you manage it the right way, if you just jump in because you think, it's going to make good money. No, they will eat you alive because you could blow accounts, lose all your money. You just one trade.
Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir.
It's happened to me many times. I've seen people do it, right? And it's part of the game, right? But indices, to me, it's the greatest thing to trade besides cryptocurrency. Just because you can literally jump on. For example, today it's January 31st at 2:00 Eastern. In about 3 hours, we have the Federal Reserve meeting where they will discuss if they will spike up interest rates, keep interest rates the same, or drop them. That will make the market volatile. As a matter of fact, when you watch this, go watch the market to this day, and you'll see that the markets went crazy. They might be crazy for an hour, 2 hours, the rest of the day, but that impacts the market. And then you'll see Jerome Powell, who is the head of the Federal Reserve, come out and talk, and he will say, we did this because we saw movement in housing, movement in shelter, movement in food and gas, movement in pharmaceuticals, movement in travel, etc. Movement in housing, in the used car industry and the new car industry, which are two separate things. And it'll tell you that's why we kept interest rates here, that's why we dropped them or increased them, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why I like it, because it's based on pretty much human emotion.
It is.
If I give you a bunch of news on Bitcoin, Bitcoin will do this, it's gonna happen, boom, boom. What would you do? You're gonna feel all great, all fuzzy inside. You're gonna have that hope mindset, and you're gonna go buy some Bitcoin. But if I put fear and say, Bitcoin may crash, it's gonna come down a lot, so then you're gonna have fear, right? And now you sell the crypto. My job is to know how you're going to react to certain news and play off what you do. That's what trading is all about. It's emotions.
It's emotions. You use the key word, manage. And when you're able to manage the emotions, but also manage your trading, knowing how to go in and have risk management. I mean, that's one key thing when I'm plugging into you weekly to have that blessing. You always talk about US 30. You talk about, crypto, but you're a master at mastering. And that's one of the key things that take a lot of people out. I love indices as well. I'm not a master like you are, but I've learned how to manage my risk. What am I willing to lose? And you can say that I'm doing good in trading, but if you're not, you're going in it with hope. Hope is not a strategy. So we have to go into it with the skill that my brother's teaching. So great teaching, brother. Man, we could be on here all day. As we bring this to a close, you've helped thousands navigate financial markets successfully. Can you share a particular success story that stands out to you, showcasing the impact of financial education on individuals' life? I mean, I know I'm one of them.
Man, there's so many. I mean, I've had students contact me who left the academy because they've gotten really good, or they get enough, and then they want to build the rest on their own, which I always love. I always respect that. And then they'll send me messages saying, hey, look, I was able to take my account from 100 to 5,000, and now I'm almost at 20, building it slowly, compounding, doing this. My crypto portfolio, 2021, I have screenshots for days of people showing me, look, I took 600 to 15,000. I took 10,000 to 150, right? I took money from here and I put it over here and it doubled, right? And it was good to see. We actually did a survey, and it's one of the things that really excited me to see. Back in 2021, towards the end of the year, my team and I took a survey of everyone that made money during the crypto run. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you bought FEG, Save Moon, if you bought Hodge, if you bought Doge, or whatever, right? If you bought any of those assets that we've given, that we talked about, we wanted everyone to submit like how much, what their portfolios were at. Okay. And we weren't going to ship those information. We just wanted a sum. I wanted to have a number because I wanted to know. Okay. You know Jeff Bezos? Jeff Bezos is a billionaire. He is the second richest person in the world. But do you know why? You know why? His company's worth what? $1 trillion. He's worth 200 billion, which means that he's worth 200 billion because he helped other people make $800 million.
Wow. Yes, sir.
That's what I wanted to know. How much have I helped people? How much have we impacted people? And
yes,
we
sir.
had over 150, 200, something. It was a large number of inquiries for people coming in, but it was over $10 million combined of what people was able to make. I got stories of people that were able to help their moms out in hospitals. They were able to pay off their car, able to buy a house, put a down payment on a house. Many, and some others even passed on to teach other individuals, start their own courses. And I love that. I mean, to me, it's not competition. To me, that's just growth. Again, help me help other people.
Wow.
Right? Because that's the main thing that I really want to see. I love success stories. All right. I love to see people do well. And that's one of the things that in entrepreneurship, we're not seeing a lot. It's becoming a lot of competition rather than, collaborations.
Working together.
We live in a world where collaboration is everything. Social media is everything. I mean, and it's just it's a matter of different thinking, right? Open yourself to different opportunities. Think about 2020, right? Everything that happened in 2020. How many people opened a TikTok account and made a channel and started posting random videos that now are very high on the TikTok algorithm, making residual income, making money like crazy, because now that's what they started in 2020.
Yes, sir.
They stay consistent. They found their trend. They collaborated with other individuals. Nobody was a competition.
Right.
Everybody was an opportunity to grow. So that's just what I love. I love to see people succeed. And I mean, we have so many stories.
Wow, brother, man. Great teaching. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Bring a problem solver to the marketplace, solve people's problems. And that's what you're doing. That's where success lies. And once we realize, because you talked about it, as we bring this to a close, Mr. Unemployable, can't thank you enough for your time, but you talked about it. Networking is so important. I never forget plugging into Mr. Robert Kiyosaki and hearing one of his guests on his podcast say social capital. I was like, what does that mean? So you are the 5 people you associate with, family. So it's all about you recognizing that we must change in a world that's changing as you and I are listening, watching, and we're talking on this podcast today. And we've been blessed to have an individual who read Robert Kiyosaki long years ago, came from that product of a wonderful mother who's an entrepreneur to this day. And you heard the journey to where he is today, leading people into solving problems in their lives and even taking on the information, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, to help others. Brother, Mr. Unemployable, it's been such an honor and a privilege to be here with you today. What do you want to leave the community with? Please, your information will be in the description. Make sure that everyone has the opportunity to plug into all of your channels to stay connected to you. But any information you want to give the community, and also your contact information as well, so they can plug into you and get to work with you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, thank you for having me on, allowing me to, reach more people, help more people out. And if I could leave people with a message, is never stop working on yourself. Right?
Yes,
you are the most valuable asset that you can invest in. And as a matter of fact, you know that you are the only asset that you can invest in that is guaranteed to give you returns. Guaranteed.
That's right.
All you have to do is put in the work, invest into it.
That's right.
Right? Your education, your mindset, your knowledge, your skill set. Right?
Yes, sir.
One of my favorite entrepreneurs and speakers is Jim Rohn. Right? Jim Rohn was one of the greatest. He was big in what company was he in?
Legend. It was a health company.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
He was big, and he was a big motivational speaker. But one of the things that he always talked about with people that had a problem with adapting to network marketing was this. He said people are used to getting paid by the hour, right? You're used to getting paid for the work that you provide.
Yes, sir.
And this was back in the 70s, 80s when he was big, right? He spoke about the way the world is going to go is that you're going to get paid based on the value that you provide to the marketplace.
Wow. Yes, sir.
So if you don't have value, you are an invaluable person because you cannot provide value to others. And that's the harsh reality of what it is.
Yes, sir.
If you don't have value to the marketplace, no one can benefit from you. Okay. And if I can give you a straight line path to success is this. Helping others leads to greatness, period.
Yes, sir. That's right.
So if you want to be great, if you want to be successful, if you want to see your wallet grow, help someone else's wallet grow first.
Wow.
Inevitably, by definition, your wallet will grow because of that.
Good teaching.
Right? So make sure that you're always investing in yourself.
That's
passing it forward. And I always tell people this. You may not take my academy, you may not take my lessons, but please take somebody's.
What helps That's
anybody. Right?
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't want to take my hand, cool. I promise you there are 50,000 hands waiting to reach out and help you. But just take one because you need to help us help you.
That's right. Good teaching, brother, Mr. Unemployable. Wow. Good teaching. What a great segue to end this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I can't thank you enough. Brother, once again, your information will be there, and I'm looking forward to just seeing more people plugging in with you, the thousands that have already done so, the lives that you've already changed. But once again, brother, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for plugging in with us at the Rich Education Podcast, episode 16. We're growing. And man, I tell you, this is just a blessing to have a brother who's brought value to my life. I mean, once again, we could talk all day because you can just tell individuals who invest in themselves. You heard it coming out of his mouth. So once again, brother, I want to thank you for your time, dear brother. Blessings to that beautiful family, man, the children, brother, the smiles, the lifestyle that you've brought, the legacy that you're living now, and the legacy that you will leave behind for that amazing family, brother, that you have. May God continue to bless you, dear brother. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Rich Education Podcast.
Thank you, my brother. You guys have a great rest of your day.
And you as well, too, brother. Thank you. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't need to say any more. Make sure that you plug in with Mr. Unemployable. His information is below. Get into his course, get into his class so you can grow and change life. I won't go too deep without spoil this episode. But once again, as I always end this with, you are of the 5 people you associate, and you're also the information that you have received and the information that you have rejected will shape the life moving forward. So I want everyone to take care, take heed, and stay safe. And you know, we always got to bring some fire music to take us out, great people. So you take care. And once again, like, share, and subscribe in this episode 16 with our great brother, Mr. Unemployable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care. And until next time, be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. Even though the times are rough, we're still in a great time in our history. Thank you.
No more pay me in crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Now, the banks can't control it. The government can't either. 2 examples of this currency, Bitcoin and Ether. It ain't no middleman in between the transactions. Digital money on the internet and you can track it. Through the blockchains, computer record books. It's secure and way easier to catch a crook. That money you got ain't worth the paper it's printed on. Now pay attention to this drip I'm putting in a song. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat money no more. Pay me in crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Now verify your crypto and verify you got it. You gotta take it offline and store it in a wallet. They come in two forms, either hot or cold. Imagine digitally having a whole pot of gold. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat money no more. Pay me in crypto, 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 crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat money no more. Pay me in crypto, 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 crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Now on this last verse, I need to emphasize: cash is trash, crypto is decentralized. But what you mean, Con? Let me explain. I'm finna make it plain and put my people up on game. Now what if you could put your money in another place where Uncle Sam couldn't tax it or take it away, and you could keep every dollar that you ever made, then reinvest it in a way to get forever paid? I need that Safe Moon, Dogecoin, Binance, Chainlink, Digibyte, and Polkadot in my hands. If you serious about it and you really with it, hit me up at CoachCon.life and you can get it. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat money no more. Pay me in crypto, 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 crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Even though I stay on the grind and I get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough, get dough. Yeah, man, I get dough. I don't want fiat money no more. Pay me in crypto. Crypto, 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 crypto. Pay me all in crypto. Crypto.
Candle.